Hello, everybody. I might actually sneeze, and I have a yelling cat in my room. This microphone not entirely absolutely likely to pick it up, so we're just gonna see how it goes, but I'd rather the cat was yelling at me than at people that are currently asleep. Yeah, this is a very yelly boy, which is funny because my neighbor's cat sometimes visits me. And my neighbor. Did I? Oh yeah, that's the diving suit factory. Okay. So I do want to get to Grimhaven Bay Central. My neighbor's very annoyed with his cat. Because his cat is also a boy and also really loud. Nothing on our cat! And here's the thing, ever since our neighbor cat decided that he can get like free food at my house, and mine and my husband's house, and started visiting us, my cat started learning new vocalizations. Exciting! Which, to be fair, is slightly quieter than his regular yelling, which is nice, but regular yelling still occurs. And I only have one very, very voicey cat.
Fresh fish, fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Is that a crab or like a face hugger? Also, if your territory is contaminated with Cthulhu, is it safe to eat the fish? Can you eat Cthulhu? What? Thing is, I think I know what the cat wants. There's food and there's water, but he wants a different kind of food, and I'm not giving the cat a different kind of food. The cat could just stop being so picky with what he wants to eat. This should be the diving factory. I'm gonna throw in a save just in case. How much bullet do I have? Well, a lot on that, and fuck all on this. I also have a brick. Well, that was one. The jumpy ones are aggressive. What did this like do?
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
Okay, this definitely wouldn't do. I don't know why, but these offices just make me think that I should be looking for ink ribbons, and it has been a very long time since I was playing Resident Evil, so I don't know why my mind jumped to that. Anything else on this floor? I mean, for the most part, I'm only looking because I don't want to try the other floors just yet. No. We have pretty high sanity. Nowhere near as high as our health. But it's not bad for a bar. And I don't think I ever upgraded it.
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
Well, that's so far 2 suits that you're too picky about. Gunpowder. Oh! Cool. That one fit our requirements perfectly, apparently. Good, you're not entirely that picky. Though I'm very surprised that you shoved that suit somewhere. Okay, I might not want to be in the water. Like I thought. In general, it normally doesn't go very well. Diving suit of the same time, maybe old but in good state. Okay. Devil's teeth. Oh, okay. That's a very convenient boat. I do appreciate that this thing can turn around. Right, I'm facing the right direction. Yeah, any shore should do. I'll use this one. Thanks, auto parking. You okay there? That's not even a chicken. And everyone is like, yeah, these chickens are normal. I swear my backpack is like emitting a small humming noise and I'm not entirely sure that's good. Okay, you are alive and that is your arm, I think. Good. That's the bar, safe enter. No, I'll climb this one. I'll climb this one though. Sir, you're living like right in front of the water. I think water's free. You can like afford to wash your face. Is there like anything I can pick up around here? I want free stuff and I cannot lie.
What's your problem?
I was wondering the exact same thing. What is my problem? Yeah, this will work. Okay, so I am taking the barge over there. I'm not like taking the whole ass to continue. Right, so that wibble made me think that I am going a bit mad. My character is at least. But there's nothing to cause it. Oh, I am at the Devil's Reef. Devil's Teeth. Reef Teeth. Tutti frutti. I'll climb up there, are you sure? No. See, they didn't even need like that whole crew that they got killed. They could have just drove a tiny ass boat. I drove a tiny ass boat. It's really shitty visibility.
The chemical lamps are nearly spent, but I reckon I can still follow them.
Okay. Harpoon stuns, flares light your way.
The chemical lamps are nearly spent, but I reckon I can still follow them.
Anything I can collect? Outside of the lamps, of course, I'm not.
This stone isn't natural. Could it be a statue?
I am not putting that in my pocket. Unfortunately. Did it say stuns enemies and not kills them? I believe. Ooh. Right, so I do think that I actually have infinite air. This is definitely not the way, but I wanted to get closer for a little bit. Right, so what is exactly making me lose my sanity? And how can I recover it? Right, so was there like just a giant octopus in my way or something? Oh, wow.
He'll see you if you... No! You... No!
Okay, so don't get eaten by a giant tentacle. Got it. Simple enough. Sorta. So don't back down to me. Or I will lose sanity. Nice that I can just crank my health back up. Hello, Ropey. I'm sorry, I'm cranking myself like I'm some sort of really fucked up music box. I can't just proceed forward, but I would actually like to stun one of these. I have infinite rounds. Don't tell me that I can't do it. I probably don't need to. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't walk towards the light, but I'm walking towards the light. Biggie. Oh! Really? What?
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
I suppose I can understand taking off your diving suit, but considering that we're fucking underwater, did I just like emerge from? Did I like swim up? Because I am having trouble making sense of this. I was in the water and I went down, and then I came out into a cave and took off my diving suit. Nope.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid. Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
Is it fun? Being whatever that means? You see, kids, you need to have a healthy attitude towards religion. I don't think that saying that gods have marked you as the aphid while doing the bunny hop inside a cave that's in the water is a healthy attitude towards religion.
The suits are all cut up.
Also, this game, I am really being saved by the fact that it's third person, because it doesn't actually alter what I can see on screen all that much. If this was first person, like I got a shot of what he could see through the thing. If I could only see like through keyholes, that wouldn't be very good.
A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throgmorton.
Nope. I don't own it. Okay, that registered. That was an okay picture.
Sancta Mare, be our eyes.
Hark, he comes! The sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor. Take me, make me, I beg you.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes, first, second, third, opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Get out of
Nonsense.
white sleeping virgins!
But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk, listen, pray. Wake, you holy worm. Take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you.
Right, so unlike the previous writings that I could sort of make sense of, and like the prophecy that I could sort of make sense of, I can't make sense of the pulpit. Meaning that we definitely do not vibe.
Sancta Mare, be our eyes. Eyes to see the distant stars.
Preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
Ooh. Excuse me, I'm just going off to walk the memory lane. Completely normal.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Alright, so there was an ambush here.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
So the diving team potentially escaped?
Okay. What? It's shivering. This. No! Get away from me!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
I'm not starting to get a picture. I'm gonna say that the ambush was planned first.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal.
They
Get
touched
ready
the
to
lady
cut up their
second.
diving suits.
Okay.
And then they told everybody to forget about everyone third.
This.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. Then, the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Alright, but is this the expedition or the Innsmouthers? Is this the I mean, should we like inform somebody that there's just random ass people in a cave? They seem slightly stuck, but very alive. Yay! We took a photo. The Innsmouthers know the truth about this madness. They need the artifact and Harriet, the one that took it. Not leaving them. Definitely not leaving them. Jesus. The outbreak of madness on the Titania was caused by Albert's presence. The crew exiled him on the lifeboat to stop. Albert Thormongton was the source of the madness that made the Titania crew kill one another. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. Alright, this is gonna be wrong, but who the fuck is Robert? He's the... I'm gonna assume he's the guy in the palace. Right. I mean, I'm gonna assume that he's the guy that hired me. That's just a shovel. I'm just trying to figure out where it came from. Was it this way or is this further? I think this is like further in. Is that a giant arm? Oh, I think it is. I think it is a giant arm. Interesting. Right, exit where? That way. Yeah, it's the bunny hop man. I wonder will I actually have to go all the way back with the diving? Do I have to do the diving again, but in reverse? Or can I go home? Right, that's not a safe way of surfacing. You can get drowned by yeah, the bends. You can definitely drown yourself by just getting the bends, by just going back up too fast. That's not... That sounds like a very bad way of getting back. We just killed ourselves with resurfacing. Idiots. Yeah, I would feel like that too if I surfaced like that. You know, the only Raiden that I remember is from Mortal Kombat TV show. And not the games for some bizarre reason. I actually can't recognize if that's us because we're not wearing a hat. Hello! It's... I think at least 2021. But... might be a bit earlier. Right, perhaps let's not get leeches into our arms. Oh, the Metal Man! Not the Lightning Man, then. Right, so it is us. We're just wearing a hat. Which made it impossible to recognize us. Or rather, I'm having a really bad case at recognizing people, I suppose. Let me check the Steam store page. Yeah, February 26th of February 2021. That's when the game came out. So I was nearly right. But at the same time, I tabbed out while it's loading, so now it's not gonna let me tab back in until it's done. But now it is done.
Never
yes.
again, they say.
For some reason, I took my asylum coin with me. Don't question it. Metal Gear series, no. It is something that...
No matter how much of this I
my
chug down, the visions always
husband
return.
has played quite a bit. Not me. Do I get any new outfit? Okay, that is not a sane way of looking, so I'm probably not wearing it. I'm probably just sticking with myself as I normally am, but... Excuse me! I suppose that's what I get for doing a side quest. I got a swanky outfit. Did any new doors perhaps open? Actually, did stuff respawn? Yes, stuff does respawn, good. So you can... Actually, the game is like, oh, the supplies are scarce. It's like, you mean if you don't visit the same locations over and over and over again? I'll consider it. If he's not actually coming through, then I'm very thankful about that, but I have a very cry
I'm
test.
watching you, newcomer.
Cool, I'm watching you too. Okay, help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You have been warned. sorry. Oh, what else am I supposed to say? Do people just respond with "fuck off"? Because that's pretty mean. Yeah, I know, like, I have serious people living in my accommodation. Right, I think I need to find the thing that's the manor. I think it's on my map somewhere, but oh, there we go. Right, it might be okay if I went to Thogmorton. The Thogmorton is waiting for me. So that's precisely where I should be. It looks like such a museum sign. It doesn't really look like a house sign. It's like, Roman ruins. That doesn't spell out mansion. I never seen Pathologic Game. I did quite a lot of running around the Grove, and so I have a lot of checkpoints that I can just port to. Well, yeah, everything that you can see here, you can get there, and it's kinda total bitch. But it's not that big. And you would, for the most part, only be traveling if you want to, I don't know, throw yourself at the enemies to perhaps find some supplies, or if you have a side quest to do. What? Oh, your son! I was like, did Thogmorton die while I was away? Because that would be a bummer. The person that just hired me up and died. I have not tried. No, I cannot. Space does do something, but I... Oh yeah, it actually allows you to climb over shit.
The mortician has touched him up well.
Oh, so that's how his son was supposed to look like. Okay.
The mortician has touched him up well.
Do you have any more sons? I hope that you do, because otherwise this is a bit... Are you the last person on your family? I hope you're not the last person on your family line. He doesn't want to threat. He just wants to yell. In loving memory, Albert Thogmorton, son of respected Robert Thogmorton, descendant of a robust bloodline, died on Thursday at Oakmont Fort, aged 25 years. I have outlived him. We mourn his untimely death, but we celebrate the way he lived his life. The Thogmorton family appreciates the many comforting words and prayers sent by citizens of Oakmont. Your expedition needs help.
I've got news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are alive. They're on the seabed, in the sunken ruins. Some sort of ancient temple. They have enough air, but we need to hurry.
What happened? Why didn't the sailors help them?
Mutiny on Titania!
The crew of the Titania mutinied against Sanders. The only man who escaped was your son. They put him on a lifeboat.
The mutineers will face justice. Throwing Albert to the whims of the sea, he will be avenged.
I'm afraid that's not all. The Innsmouthers took the expedition's discoveries and kidnapped the professor.
What? Those degenerates. How did that happen?
They knew about the ruins.
The Innsmouthers. They knew about the temple. They waited there, hiding until the professor took what the Innsmouthers call the seal.
But how did they manage to catch my scientists off guard?
It seems that after the seal was taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that, waited for the right moment, Then they made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
Drock. The Innsmouths. Do you have proof they were involved?
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They
When
have
you
Harriet
recover your
and the
crew,
artifact she
you
found,
might get
but
mad.
may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
You have a fish suit? How's this connected to my investigation?
I'm looking into the madness, not politics and power games.
And your best source of information is currently in the slimy hands of those Innsmouthers. Professor Doe shared the visions. She found something inside those ruins, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters, so shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
Oh.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief.
Oh.
I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
I will hire you for 2Ks. Okay, I'm in.
That sounds simple enough. Okay, I'll do it.
Very good, Mr. Reed. There is one
It's like
final detail.
side quest. I'm like
This
side
case must
quest.
remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion is my watchword.
Indeed.
You sure
Here
it's
is
not
Herbert's
madness?
address in advance for your investigation. You'll find it's fair.
Bye-bye. Do you have rifles
Have a good
actually?
day.
I have rifle bullets for some reason. I could really do with a rifle. What did he give me? No rifle! Oh! Ooh, traps. Oh, Molotov. Well, that's nice. So that's the inventory we just collected. That's quid pro quo. There we go. On Central Old Grove. Okay, that's Old Grove. So we're here. So that's Sentry and that's Windhop. Where? Okay, so those. Oh, okay. That's Goldbridge Road. I'm like, where is Goldbridge Road? He lives somewhere over here. Woo! We're not far. Yeah, I can go there. No problem. Kitty cat, I'm just gonna let you out. Thing is, he's just gonna shout at someone. Probably my husband, which is asleep. He's not gonna stop. I still need to. I have a cutscene to do for a character in one of my husband's voice acting projects. And it's gonna be a voice off between me and Vinada. And I still haven't done it. And I will definitely need no cat noises for that one. I don't know. I don't believe it's definitely not something that you can just do as an animation. But I don't know if you can just like pick up an object somewhere.
The door won't budge.
It is definitely like a noir game. And it is definitely a Call of Cthulhu game, so you're a detective that's kind of going borderline mad, and you're probably like, you look like you're drunk all the time. I'm just investigating if I'm not missing anything. I know that some person soft-locked themselves by not investigating an item. And I don't know where that is.
Fudge.
Don't know what item that was. I just saw that topic, like, glanced at it on Steam forums. I'm just like, I don't want to make that mistake. What if the item is here somewhere? Yes, in case you need to go diving with your cigarette. You know, for a mansion, this is a very badly kept basement. And actually, the mansion itself is pretty small, unless, of course, those closed rooms go for a very, very far distance. Like, maybe the owner of the house locked up every room because he knew that I was coming and that I might rob him. Considering what I'm currently doing, would not surprise me. I'm just like running around looking for, you know, anything to take, perhaps. Don't mind me. Oh. Oh. That's another way out, I suppose. I need to go that way. Small mansion. For one thing, I'm already living in a small flat. And so the difference wouldn't really be anything outside of the fact that you would also have your own grass area. But to be fair, the area is very nice. It's not that it's like an actual, like, rich area, because no, it's a very, very poor area. Carpenter. What? But it's more the fact that I have Amber Woods and the Sanctuary, like 10-minute walk away from me, so there is a lot of nature here. And despite the fact that there is a McDonald's like 100 meters away from me, if you open the window, the air is actually really fresh. Rofi, that hits too hard. I kind of gave my husband a deadline to sort out a fridge before October. Because A, in like the first weekend of October, my workplace requires us both to be in Rome, but they are paying for the trip. Funnily enough, I practically never visit it. But then B, in October, the energy prices are set to rise again. And it's been pretty bad already. So, we need a new fridge. We have about 2 months to do it. Because our current fridge is like energy rating F. We would like an energy rating A, please. Currently, it costs 50 quid a month to run a refrigerator, which is nuts. Could be a lot lower than that. And I'm not spending 100 quid a month to run a refrigerator. That's crazy. Oh. Oh, I completely did not notice the enemies. What's the difference? Guys, I don't want to waste bullets on you. Can one of you... There we go. Yep. The only issue that nobody is gonna, like, bring it up to our apartment. And we live on the first floor, not the ground floor. And me and my husband, we got COVID again. Like, a month ago, but it made everything so much worse. So he wanted to like recover some health before he can do it. But now we kind of have a deadline to do it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's like a decade-old fridge. They just make them different now. Mr. Throgmorton, it is with the deepest regret that I must inform you that the price for the piece you have requested has changed once again. Probably older than a decade old, honestly, because moved in with my husband like 10 years ago, and their family gave us our fridge that we're currently using. So it was already used at that point. Probably looking at a 15-year-old fridge. The demand for it has increased, and now it is triple that which we agreed earlier. I know this is the second time that I have raised the price, but the extreme circumstances of the flood make each piece almost invaluable to me. I cannot replenish my collection. And normally you can, because you know what happens with artwork, right? You know what happens with artwork. What happens with artwork is that there's one of artwork. Like, there is only one Mona Lisa. Nobody, like, sits there making a second Mona Lisa nearby. Like, the next one is a bit of a forgery. So you're not replenishing your collection either way. Well, just because I got a hit to my health doesn't mean that now it's nearly August that I'm still gravely ill. It just made my heart worse again. So there is very little that I can actually do in my day-to-day living, and at some point I am now drinking heart medicine just to sleep. But it is what it is. Ooh, a newspaper.
Why keep a 40-year-old newspaper article?
About Throgmorton's. Francis Throgmorton, the city's darling scholar and adventurer, is once again an eligible bachelor. Mister, did you have a crush on that dude? That's like a legitimate question. That might explain the newspaper. Anything else in here? I did click the statue, and it stared at me, and I don't think it did anything else. So I'm a bit worried, because now I can't click it. Is that out?
The door won't budge.
But you marked it as an enterable door! Please! More statues and no more clicking on those. I can't. It wouldn't help. It is... I have defects from birth, and running can actually make the blood spill the wrong way around, which is kind of dangerous. And I also had severe back surgery, so a lot of things that I could have done for my health got blocked by either one or the other. So now, my most prominent exercise is walking quite slowly, because I'm an old lady. So traveling to Rome is gonna be quite the thing. That's probably gonna definitely hit me pretty hard. But I think it's worth it, because I don't think I'm ever getting, like, a chance to visit Rome ever
Eyes
again
still wide
otherwise.
open. Guess he didn't see the killing blow coming.
Oh, wait, what? Hello?
What's that?
I know! What is
Looks
that?
like they're short a full set. One of the mirrors was taken.
Sure it was a mirror and not a painting? Is this... I mean, I would say that this is a mirror room, but look at this.
Yeah. You like what you see, buddy?
Yeah, I can't really pick my face up on this really slow.
Well, Only slight scratches around the keyhole. Whoever broke in knew how to pick a lock.
Do I know how to pick a lock?
Only slight scratches around
Can
the
I, like,
keyhole.
open that?
Whoever broke in knew how to pick a lock.
Opening it might be a good idea. I am either looking at dying young or living fairly miserably. And it is living fairly miserably that scares me more. So for all I know, I could live till 70. But I ain't celebrating every single time when I find more things that I can't do. Now, there are things that I really surprised myself, like for my husband's voice acting project, I did a tiny bit of singing because I will need to be singing at one point. And I was like, come on, let's actually like practice that. And of course I sound absolutely terrible because I'm not a singer. But I managed it. And I was like, I thought that singing takes lung capacity and heart to do. And I have neither. Why did this work? You don't! That's how. Yeah! To be fair, if we ever release one mod, because my husband wants to revoice a lot of video games and release them as mods. He got very into learning how to mod things that should be like completely unmoddable and that people did not figure out how to mod. And then there's me, there's Venada, and his friend Seth on the team. And they're doing this thing as like for fun. And currently, Venada's dropping out of the project, out after the project that we finished now, and coming back later because she's having a throat surgery and that's gonna change completely how she sounds. So we're rushing one of them out the door, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can actually like talk about this more openly at some point because they want to keep the game secret, the name secret, like what we're doing completely secret. I'm just way too open that I'm in like fan-made voice acting projects because, you know, it's fun. But she's dropping out and I finished my lines outside of that one scene where we're having a dub-off now. And there's like 2 games that are not related to that series that will probably voice without Vin. So I will cover all female characters, which thankfully, because it's very old games, not a lot. So we're gonna rush through those, and there's a chance that 2 games will be like, the mods for those will release at almost the same time, because by the time we finish the one which Vin is not gonna be, she's just gonna like rejoin for the series that we're currently doing. And the one that requires singing, I'm not gonna put down in like the order, or I'm not gonna tell you when we're doing it. Devil May Cry 4, the intro. Oh yeah, I saw you keep on like posting songs, which is nice. And music. I don't know why I called them songs. So that's pistol rounds. Anything else? What? What do you mean, what? It's like, I only know is that he's like slashing demons and then the lady sings. And I'm likely gonna be the lady that sings. But here's the thing, there's definitely not gonna be an opera singing, so we're definitely doing something else for that. How did your head change? Oh, hello? Alright! What did that do? Why? Excuse me? I arranged the statue. Good for me? Oh, I can't carry any more bullets or health packs. Okay. I think that's all, maybe. Hello, is it all? I also feel like I'm actually oversharing. Because nothing's released publicly yet. Okay, so that was a mirror. Well, he did get shot. He didn't want to do the exchange. Is that all of evidence? The game might crash now. Because sometimes it goes out of feed memory, which is bullshit. It is not, but it wants to believe that it is. So I will have to restart it. Yeah, now it's consuming 0% of GPU, which is just not a good sign. It's never a good sign. But it does have autosaving on, and I did arrange some heads. Which means that it probably autosaved on me arranging some heads. What did that even do? Because I bet you anything, it's gonna be like, no, you're missing clue. And I will be like, missing what clues? Precisely. What? What am I missing? And these people, they normally just make Sherlock Holmes games. And they beef with any kind of publisher that they ever have. And they always go, publishers are ripping us dry, and we're having disagreement with publishers, and it's like, no matter who's your publisher, you keep on having disagreement with publishers, so maybe it's not the publishers. Maybe it's you. Yes. Continue. They also did Nacon dirty back though. Because like the version that I'm playing is incomplete. Technically it has a rollback on updates. And it doesn't have all the DLCs. And the rollback on updates can actually make it tricky to run. I have the option to break the game. There is a way to like mod it to get all the DLCs that you shouldn't have into the game, and that would also give you all the... Yeah, it doesn't... I'm not done there yet, apparently. And that also gives you the newest update that fixes like a lot of glitches if you do that. But it's also like technically pirating, and I'm not desperate for DLC, so I would rather just run the Steam version as is. But it all depends on... Can I? So I still have all my evidence. Yes, I do. Is there anything in the backyard, maybe? Why would you ever keep that? That's so creepy.
The door won't budge.
Pretty much. The newest update is in the version of the game that the publisher is not allowed to sell, which is sold on other platforms like Epic Games Store. The version that the publisher can sell on Steam is incomplete. There are several updates that have been ported, but like not the final update to the game. And the final update to the game solves some bugs.
The door won't budge.
So if you pirate, you get the version that is sold on other platforms. And you can effectively partially pirate by just pirating the DLCs. And turning the game back to the files that it used to have before they reverted it, because the publisher was not allowed to sell the version that was not made for Steam. I really wish that using my special site was not driving me so insane. The game won't budge. But I am missing some evidence here. Because it tells me that I'm playing on the easiest difficulty when it comes to figuring out problems. Which means that when I have everything that I need to have, it tells me that I have everything that I need to have, and at least it either turns the location yellow for key evidence collected or green for all evidence collected. If I have neither, that means there's something else that I'm missing. I wish I knew how to get a rifle, because I keep on getting like rifle bullets, but I don't have a rifle. It's the dead dude. It's bad. Ooh. 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 Where? Yes.
I'll find out why the old ape wants you so bad.
Only slight scratches around the keyhole.
Okay, so that's
Whoever
once
broke in,
again
they
they
might have
tried
picked
to
a lock.
break into the thing, and they probably succeeded.
Huh. That's a lot of warning shots.
I don't think that there is. Wait. That's a memory. Okay, time to just leave into the memory world. There are things that you can buy for shell casings, but so far the only thing that I managed to purchase was a fortune teller.
Squint, run! Oh, okay. I've killed him.
So you killed him on accident, eh?
Easiest gig in this district. You grab the mirror. I'm gonna go see what other loot we can take from Mr. Moneybags here.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Easiest
Robbery.
gig in this district.
Who are you?
He
What
shot,
in K's name are you?
Squint, run! Oh,
and they accidentally
okay.
killed him.
I've killed him.
Two men broke in to steal a mirror. One of them, Squint, cracked the safe, but Glover discovered him and shot him. Second one killed Glover.
It would be really hard to explain why I know this. There we go, now I have all the evidence. I can't just be like, my spidey sense told me so. I have some evidence, but I definitely don't have enough evidence to really say who it was. That is... yeah, Throgmorton Manor. Excuse me, make way! Imagine being an investigator twice like this dude. I got an arrow to the heart. And then I retained all of my investigator's spidey senses. I don't actually know if the outside matches the inside. Like, I suppose it does, but for some reason, I think that it's the right size, but something in my brain tells me that this manor should be bigger.
Don't you have work to do?
Yeah, I'm about to
The door won't budge.
report some work that I did.
The door won't budge.
No amount. Okay, that's the wrong matter. That's the carpenter matter. Whoopsie. I'm sorry. I was trying to break into somebody's home. Though I suppose it depends on how much stuff you have in the backpack, because if you have like nothing and it's just the backpack alone, then that's several kilos, yes, but it's not that big. But if you actually stuffed it full of things, then that could easily like hold full-on ass climbing gear and shit, and that thing weighs a lot. Let's not get stuck on the terrain, that's not good. Yeah, this manor looks bigger than that one.
I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news. The good news is I've found Glover.
And the bad?
The bad news is he's dead. Murdered.
Indeed. Did you discover who killed him?
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time? Find me Glover's killer. I need the name of the man who crossed me, Mr. Reed, if I'm to make an example.
Well, I have a man named Squid! Was Squint. Not the first robbery in the district of Old Grove. That is not very helpful. That, nope. That's just not very helpful. You see, that is also a manor. Would be interesting if I can ask if they got robbed ever? Hello, have you got robbed recently? I am looking for a robber.
Don't you have work to do?
The door won't budge.
So I definitely can't visit these people. I have a women's bag that's pretty nice and spacey because normally I don't take that much stuff. Whenever I go, I take my phone, my keys, a bottle of water, and normally my photo camera, which is quite a hefty thing. But my bag could fit more. Anything else in here? Depends what the bag is. And how feminine it looks. There's a lot of bags that you can't really tell. So they're probably not stealing from houses that look kind of desolate, I imagine.
Don't do that again. Don't do that again.
Not something I can enter. The police would just like me not to do anything
budge.
again. That is locked. Something that I can enter, but it is locked.
The door won't budge.
Interesting that that can't actually like be... That doesn't put itself on the map. There are a lot of things that just have really sunk into the ground here.
Hey, knock it off. Don't do that again.
Wait. Shit, I know. Right, I'm just gonna go to a fast border location. I have access to police database. God damn it. And I will be looking for robberies and old... There we go. Thank you, Brain. Why was I looking for properties that he might have robbed? That doesn't sound like a very logical thing to do. Right. There is one issue. That police department, highly inconvenient place. All of the ports are at least a bit of water away. I feel like there should be another phone booth around the police station, but there isn't. Which means that I probably should investigate it twice just in case there is, but I have missed it. That way is the shorter distance. This is like the most annoying boat ride ever. And I can't even park here, drats. Can I maybe just run and jump there? This is gonna be pretty bad. If you spend too much time in water, octopi start eating it. Like that. Just start bleeding. Yeah, I think that is a 40 point. God damn it, how did I not pick that one up? Excuse me. 40 points. That'd explain a bit. That road is blocked. Which means that after I was done running around, I might have not come back to pick up the 40 point. That's almost like right inside of, like right in front of the police department. Saves me the dumbest water run ever. Do you need any help by any chance?
Don't waste my time.
That was a very long message. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, that guy just kind of disappeared. I don't feel good about that. Excuse me, sir, your station is haunted. I am also looking for the table where you do your archiving really badly, because I know that's somewhere here. Property crimes. Suspects. Old Grove. I don't need to carry around a lot of things. Victims? No? Witnesses? Was definitely Old Grove. So nothing on suspects, victims, or officers. Ooh! Now I find Squint. I had it set to the wrong evidence. Philip O'Connell. Philip O'Connell. Sydney Stokes. Oakmont North and Salvation Harbor. No! I feel like I'm having fun. Then again, I would class that as a lot of things that I do. Very little things that I do net money. And the things that I do that net money tend to be like top level boring. I need your location. North and Salvation Harbor. So someone down here. West of the intersection of Moonland Road and Salvation Road. Ah! Found Salvation Road. What? Playing video games? West of here. I'm just gonna put it on the dot. And then I'll figure out where west is. Let me just Okay. That's the file, and we will want west of that. There is a lot of skills that I can monetize, but it's hell on earth to do it. I have a degree for one thing. And I was in software programming for a whole 1.5 years with that degree. Only to have my health completely collapse because I was working 90-hour weeks because people are exploitative fucks. I mean, that's not a route that is available to most people. Is there actual way that I could do it without? Nope, I'll need to take a boat. Why am I seeing a sign for fast 40? Oh, and I think the fast 40 is exactly where I'm going. Cool, I'm gonna pick it up. Where is it? Where art thou? That's where you are. So west of here. North, I think. To weep! I need to figure out what directions are. Never mind, I'm just gonna... It's either this way or that way. There's not a lot of ways that it can be. You don't really want to investigate the way that requires to use a boat first. It's definitely not inside boot shoes. Is it here? Hello? Ah, it is here. Oh no. Okay, that one is dead. That one's too. It's too easy for me to spend bullets because I am really bad at hitting things. Ha! Is there no more bad guy in the house?
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is.
Ah, it's the thing that kind of looks like chicken but isn't. The price for a separate burial for your mother Martha Stokes is 30 bullets. The morgue cannot give you a discount. There are more requests for burials than we have resources or manpower to satisfy. You must make the payment in 2 weeks, or we will have to inter your mother in a mass grave. Hey! That's nice of them. By that I mean it's nice that they're interring his mother somewhere. What? Jesus. This place has been touched up.
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is.
So everything just points me here. Not really interact with that though. Oh, now I can. Cool.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces. He touched everywhere. Okay, so that doesn't have any extra interactables there. I don't suppose you can say rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. It's probably not appropriate. Now, the game did give me an achievement for looting from a thief, but honestly I only did that because I'm so used to looting. I didn't mean to.
Looks like Squint was having a bad day. Survived getting shot just to be stabbed to death. But who did it?
Ah yes, just forever spaghetti man. Hello? It's not poison. I mean, it's probably alcohol. Normal. Ah, there we go.
Oh, Ma. I killed him. What have I done? What in the world have I done?
Oh. I think it's already happened drunk. That memory?
At long last, I'll fix what that old ape lover Francis did to you.
That wasn't your mana, was it? That tends to be fake walls. Game's having trouble with surviving again. Happens sometimes. The thing is, I did recently get a new graphics card, so I definitely noticed the game and not my graphics card. But I did experience these crashes before. Restarting is the easiest thing to do. On top of probably switching Chrome off, which will likely help. Chrome hogs quite a lot. New. 260 new. Doesn't make sense buying used. The new's pretty cheap. All of the prices have tanked because the great shortage is over and that's not the newest gen. And my GPU completely set itself on fire, pretty much. It was 970. It held through the shortage, thankfully. And for a very long time beforehand. But it didn't survive until the Intel's newest line, which would have likely have been a better upgrade for cheaper. Yeah! And currently, like, I don't remember what we paid, between like, something like £300, maybe? It's not an insane amount of money like it used to be. Well, like closer to 1,000 when they released. Or during the shortage. I don't remember. All I remember is that we looked at it before and the prices were just not something that we could ever pay. Nope. I am planning on using this one until it dies, like I do with everything. Money don't grow on trees. Now, the issue with this whole thing is that enemies can respawn. Oh, open sesames.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought
Sesames.
you were another monster.
Multiple ones. Sydney Stokes?
Sydney Stokes, I presume.
Aye, that's right. Do I know you?
Don't
Who's
think
the
so.
dead guy?
I'm here about Herbert Glover. I believe you know him. Or should I say, knew him.
Why can you magic up walls?
Okay.
How did you get into the wall?
Nice trick with the wall. How'd you manage it?
It wasn't me. She put the wall there with some kind of hocus pocus.
Yeah, I never stay up to date. So whenever... Upgrades are kinda exciting, but you only get it when your system completely dies. And up until that point, you make do. And when you're not upgrading, you're not gonna ever upgrade to the newest of anything. You're just gonna upgrade to something that's an upgrade for you and costs a normal amount.
You said she put the wall here. Who is she?
She's our employer. I don't know her name or anything. She promised us a good payout for a simple job. And I fell for it like a chump.
Describe her?
Come on, paint me a picture. What did this woman look like?
She was tall and thin, very thin. Just skin and bones. Mean like a rattlesnake. That's all I can remember. I didn't look too close at her.
Oh, hair color? Jewelry, clothes, actual height? Unnaturally pale? Just pale? Like hospital doctor pale? What are we dealing with?
So where's this fancy mirror now?
She took it. When me and Phil met her with the goods, they got into a big blowout and she shivved him. Okay, what am I to do now? Phil was the idea guy. I'm just a sap.
What did she hire you to do?
The job seemed simple enough. Go to the collector's house, grab some fancy mirror, and then hoof it out of there.
Yeah, but it costs savings. And they're vital. The amount of money that I earn is almost entirely the amount of money that I spend, and it's not on nice things. I am in a fortunate position where I own the property that I live in, but dental emergencies, either me or my husband losing at least one of our jobs would be a big one. Anything breaking down, all of those life things, they need to be covered, and especially ground rent and other money obligations that we have for living in an apartment building.
Were you hired to kill the collector too? Or was that just for laughs?
I swear to Kay, it wasn't part of the plan. It was an accident. The guy started shooting at us and I panicked.
You panicked? Really? That's your excuse?
I mean, they were open fired
As my
upon.
witness, I didn't mean to kill anyone. I'll give you everything. I have. Just let me walk.
I kinda wanna do both. Definitely an issue. Because here's the thing. Robbing a place is wrong. And they were obviously in the wrong. But they were open fired upon. And if somebody fires a gun at you, you firing back, while it wouldn't stand up as self-defense because you're not somewhere where you should be, that would happen. Like, this dude's not lying.
Well, you've had quite a night. Break-in, theft, and manslaughter. I'm gonna have to report this.
Please, I'll get the char for this.
You should have thought of that before you killed a man.
What do you want?
Have you considered, I don't know, leaving this place while you still can? Yeah, but even a difference is money spent. That's the point. And I don't spend. You have no idea on how little I live on.
What's your problem?
My day job, I'm getting exploited for my nationality, and that's the only reason why I have it. So I'm not gonna, like, complain about it too much, because it's still a job, but I'm getting paid $7 an hour, and I don't work full-time. I make up by having a second job, but that's by order. And yeah, everything in here runs until it dies. Everything in this house. I need... yeah, doesn't matter. I feel bad for reporting the dude in. I think Thogmorton will likely know who she is. I'm gonna assume that. Because she knew Thogmorton. I don't know if they're personal or not. At some point I tried keeping a job and a half what actually paid me at a... would put me at this country's minimum wage. But that was unfortunately not very sustainable. Let us see. What did I want to do? Oh yeah. Definitely should use these. Because I find them in the wild, and I have a lot of crafting materials, and then I can't even pick them up. Because I don't have enough carrying space for my Heelys.
I've looked into your delicate matter.
Excellent. Don't spare me any details.
Glover's dead. He was killed by a man named Sidney Stokes, who happened to be robbing his place. And he wasn't working alone. He had a partner, Phil O'Connell. Didn't end up much better. All over some kind of mirror, apparently.
Truck. Where is the mirror now?
Their employer has it.
Until you
Some
can't anymore.
mystery woman. I didn't get her
And
name,
I hit that
but
point.
she obviously wasn't fooling around.
So now I'm working
I see. So, my enigmatic
approximately 40
competitor has
hours a
finally
week.
shown her hand. And the thieves are both dead, you say?
I really can't. Really can't report Sydney in.
Their employer decided to bump them off. Now, I hope that's not standard business practice in these parts.
You've proven to be far more valuable to me alive than dead, Mr. Reed. You have nothing to worry about in that regard.
Ah! Okay.
It wouldn't have killed you to let me know you were going after the mirror from the start.
As I said, this is a very delicate matter. I wasn't confident I could trust you with such sensitive information until now.
Alright, I've held up my end of the bargain.
Bullets!
It's your turn.
Better
Of
materials,
course,
honestly.
Mr. Reed. Here's your payment. Now that you know everything, would you accept the second part of the job?
Let me guess. You want me to track down the mirror?
Yes, and the one who so rudely snatched it from my grasp.
Okay.
I'm on it. Only got one lead, though. Our culprit had a bone to pick with someone named Francis. Mean anything to you?
Ah, yes. That is without doubt my father, Francis Throgmorton.
Okay, so your father knew the culprit. It's not very helpful.
What's he got to do with this?
I found mention of the mirror in his records. That's what led me to take interest.
About those records?
You mentioned your father left records. Mind if I take a gander at them?
The prospect of you rifling through my father's possessions does not fill me with joy, Mr. Reed.
And it
But if
fills
that's what
me
you need,
great
so
joy
be
to
it.
rifle through your father's possessions.
Take this key. I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Wait a minute. No. Okay. He gave me some shells. I thought he gave me a rifle. Which one? The one that we're playing? The monkey?
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
I think they were going for generic drowsy detective look. Oh. I don't know why the librarian from Metro would look like it has been genetically engineered with the monkey. That's what they say. They say it's advanced genes that there have been blessed, just like the fish people have been blessed with fish advanced genes.
Seems an ambitious expedition. Like father, like son.
You know, the oddest thing is that the guy in the portrait looks entirely normal in here.
Curious craftsmanship. These must be worth a fortune.
Let's not rob them. Maybe.
$1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
Is that Francis?
1891 must have been a busy year for Francis.
Tell me that that's not Francis! Francis Throgmorton's expedition to Africa has proven to be one of the most ambitious, if sadly unappreciated, undertakings of 1891. He has returned with numerous historical artifacts and valuable anthropological research, a newborn son, Preston Robert, and a plethora of fascinating cultural insights. Today, in an exclusive interview with Oakmont Chronicle, he has agreed to share some of these insights with us. Oh. The box was fake all along. Francis, divorce is no simple matter these days. It never has been in my legal practice. You must clearly define the fault you shall present to the court, the most common options being cruelty, adultery, or an incurable mental illness. It is my impression that your firstborn's death at the tender age of 7 dealt the blow to Bethany's health. I do sincerely hope she recovers, but the court won't share my concerns. Besides, Oakmont Asylum seems to be a very well-run place. It's some sort of, like, culty thing. Oh no. Right, I'm just gonna brief my mental shit, because otherwise it's just gonna continuously get worse. Probably not shoot at them. Nothing else here. Right, did he ever, like, remarry? So we're looking for a mirror. There is talk of divorce. Bethany?
I had some questions about Bethany.
I beg your
It looks like it might impede
I
your
don't
arm
believe I
movement, but
know
otherwise
anyone
should be
of that
pretty
name.
fine.
Well, it came up during the investigation. See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories, but even if it weren't, my father's business is his own.
You were
I shall not
6 at that
engage in
point.
gossip.
If you were born in 91 and he divorced in 97, you were 6. Wait, firstborn. I don't actually know what's your age because obviously you're not dead.
Your father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public.
Did he have
It is a
two
great shame,
sons?
of course. His work would have turned
91?
the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that. Have a good day. The mortician has touched him up well.
I can try the newspapers people, I imagine. Or cut out about anything about the divorce. I can try police records, or I can try the asylum itself. I will try the asylum itself at some point, but not immediately. Bioshock is a game that I played. Unfortunately, I don't actually remember the UI. I think this game was meant for consoles, which is why we have this spinny wheel selection, which honestly is kind of comfy. Like, I have no complaints about that. My only complaint is that this game likes to pretend to run out of memory and shut itself down. And I know that some people get like really severe lag spikes during combat, and if that starts happening, then I might need to break the game in order to get an update that has been excluded from the Steam version, because yay, publisher fights! Those are fun. Alright, newspaper people first. In case there's like something about ladies internment. And I'll try the police. Yeah, there we go. We're set to the divorce. '19th century. I'm gonna just look through it like that. Don't think that she was a commoner. Okay, they were divorcing at 94. Tender age of 7. Fair enough, actually. He would have been 3. His brother died at 7. So nothing in the newspaper department. Police department is, They register mental illnesses at the police department. Not like in real life, but in here specifically. If we had the morticians, could have likely like dug through there. But we don't have a morticians. Well, we do, but it's part of the hospital, and I don't think that you can go through the hospital files, plus that would be the wrong file. It costs me nothing to visit the police department while I'm here. Right, I don't think it's gonna be a crime case. Well, it fits the vibe. I suppose it kind of fit Bioshock's vibe too, but that one's more like 1950s steampunky almost. Yes, that's the asylum. I think you were trying to spell Murta. Hello. Don't remember what particularly MILF stands for, but I don't have children, and I think I'm too young to qualify. I do think that I look older than my age, though. That has always been a thing. There was a very weird article on, like, Metro today where a person was all like, oh, I was, like, regarded as so pretty when I was 14. And now at 44, I'm no longer regarded as so pretty. And it's like, well, that's aging. But at the same time, most of us were never regarded as pretty, which is perfect.
I'm looking for Bethany Throgmorton. You got any patience by that name?
Don't think that she would have been
We know
interred
if
for
we had
20
a
years.
Throgmorton. Although, we do have a Bethany. Or rather, we did. She's missing, and not on one of her usual walks.
Walks?
Her usual walks. You let patients leave the building?
Oh, Bethany was harmless, and she always came back. This time, well, I've never known her to be like that.
Missing?
You mean she broke out?
Yes, knocked an orderly out cold. She was out the door in a moment. It took us all by surprise. She's usually harmless.
Where did she go?
Any idea where she went?
No. She had been odd recently, though. Muttering to herself, and she drew this strange picture on her bedroom wall.
That's interesting. Can I take a look at her room?
I suppose it couldn't hurt. She had a separate room downstairs. Here's the key, but do watch out for broken glass.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I am slightly concerned. On the Mountain of Truth, you can never climb in vain. That is a very interesting thing to have in a mental asylum. Considering that, at least at these times, if somebody got put in a mental asylum, it would have been for good.
At 7 years each, that's a lot of bad luck. I'm glad it's not mine.
Right, so she was pissed about mirrors. Really pissed about mirrors. That definitely seems like the right person. Young Hammond Throgmorton, Francis Throgmorton's firstborn, has been pronounced dead. Mortally injured in a mysterious accident during a family holiday, little Hammond could not be revived despite his doctor's best efforts. The funeral will be held later this week with only family and close friends attending. In this dark and tragic hour, we're trying to remain grateful for all we have, including baby Robert, who shared Francis Throgmorton, as my sole remaining heir, and will do all I can to protect him. I think I just look older because I look older.
Huh. Was this taken at gunpoint?
That did not look like it was an unhappy photo, just
Someone had
posed.
a field day defacing these.
With what? Black ink? All I do for my dear Hammond. I cannot forget that. Shame on me for thinking that reprobate Squint had more common sense than greed in him. He got the mirror, and I do not care how he did it, but when the time came for the exchange, he wanted more, so much more he had the gall to threaten me. Said he'll find a new buyer. What's done's done. No one has the right to come between a mother and her child. What? Oh, thank you. There was some weird thing somewhere here, like up there. Yep. That will be it. Ah.
I will find it, baby boy. I promise. Just tell me more.
I'm just investigating through people. Okay.
7 years each? That's a lot of bad luck. It's
So
not mine. Someone had a field day defacing these.
he was painting visions. Honestly, should be fairly concerning.
Blood's almost dry.
Based on those visions, she stole a mirror. I'm not too sure when in Los Angeles. Or rather, she hired somebody to steal a mirror.
The blood's almost dry.
She was breaking all the rest.
There's enough dope left in here to knock out a horse.
Oh, wow.
Stop right there.
You no longer have any power over me. I have found my Hammond. He's shown me the way.
She only started breaking mirrors after she found her Hammond.
In Salvation Harbor. Oh, I can't believe it. The answers have been there since last century.
Time to piece this one together.
What's so special about that glass in particular?
You no longer have any...
Stop right there.
Bethany escaped the asylum after getting the mirror from Glover. Next stop looks to be a factory called Randall Glassworks.
Woo!
Do you see it?
Haven't you seen the beast?
Yeah, we are kind of crazy ourselves, which is why we came here to begin with. We came here because we were having visions. Doesn't sound like a great thing to have. But I never told anybody in this game that I'm having visions.
Watch your pocket. Some patients here have wandering fingers.
In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. Ooh. Somebody's saying order and insanity, I think.
Water me. Don't just stare at my leaves.
Yeah, I know, but there is actually an option going, I came here because I'm having visions.
Let's play. The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Can you hear? Somebody's singing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you hear it?
At the very least, the rich lady got her own room. Eventually you'll end up where you're meant to be and will be doing what you're supposed to do. I am not what has happened to me. I am what I chose to become.
Watch your pocket. Some patients here have wandering fingers.
I'm surprised that actually opens. I thought it would be locked. I don't know why. It all depends on how we look at things. Is this just inspirational poster room? They sometimes wander into your pocket.
8, 9, 10, 11.
What can I do for you?
I don't know myself, honestly. I was just running around looking at your painting. I now need to find the glass factory. Full of glassy goodness. That's the photograph. Glassworks in Salvation Harbor. That's the shells. That is the Salvation Harbor. It wasn't Salvation Harbor, wasn't it? Yeah, it literally is go there and run around, I suppose. That's the entrance. It's the staircase. Kinda dumb that I can actually do this. That's the ward. That's downstairs. Right, so that is the entrance. To the right, I'm assuming forward. This? Yeah, that's just... I can't open that. I think it's a bit of broken wall, maybe? Yeah, see, that's where it would lead. I'm surprised at how much space there is to sneak about in here. You definitely don't need to. Right, need to find Salvation Harbor and run around until I locate a factory in there. Sounds like the kind of thing that shouldn't be like super hard to find, but I'm not too sure. I wonder if it's directly in front of this 40 point. Because there's like a lot of yard space, which just kind of seems like the kind of thing that you would put a factory in.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
No, that's not a factory. That is a churchyard. If I press against this wall, what is there? Whatever that sign says. Boats for sale. I'm gonna be very surprised if they're not doing good with boats for sale. That is an open door, but I don't think that that's a factory. So this line does not actually, like, have anything. Don't know who are you, but who you are. Right. That's just a creepy house full of dead people. And a very noisy monster. Don't want anything to do with that. Not what I'm looking for. You can fuck off. Thank you. That's the thing. The monsters are kind of tied to location, so you can't make them fuck off by just running away. That is not very helpful if you actually need to be in the location that's tied to the monster. Well, this is definitely a shop and not a factory. Bye.
Eagle and team, eagle and team.
Jewelry, accessories, and apparel, not a factory.
Snub it, landlubber.
You're not a flan lover. Well, nice. Good for you. Didn't ask you to love flan. None of this is a door into a factory, I believe.
Don't do that again.
Yes. Did you think that our detective was going mental because the doors were out of key? Not that it would be a bad assessment, considering that our detective is definitely going mental. It's just not necessarily with doors out of shape. I don't suppose I can just Google it. have shut down Chrome, but I can't use Microsoft Edge. What do I want to find? And no passwords in Salvation Harbor. Found a picture for ants. Okay, I think I can see it. It is apparently somewhere here-ish, I believe. Which means I need a boat. I mean, he does. It's a Call of Cthulhu game. We're seeing visions. And he has been interred in a mental hospital before. The main feature of Call of Cthulhu games is that Call of Cthulhu drives people mad. On top of the fact that it's fish people. Go that way. Not into a bus, please. Which... that way. I wanna get into a weird looking corner. That's like here. Means I can probably disembark at where the Eel Street ends. In fact, I can disembark here, and then there is a teleport point nearby. I mean, that's precisely why it's called the Sinking City. It's not very afloat right now, I think. My assessment on where the factory is might be wrong because all I'm having to go off of is the picture for ants on Microsoft Edge. Ah yes, I hate when that happens. Just too much water in the Sinking City. Didn't they say that about a water Pokemon game?
Door won't budge.
God damn it. That's a boat thing. Not a factory. I'm sorry, the game whose whole point is to have water had water in it. I don't think I liked it. Could it just have less water, please? Excuse me, misters. Anyone saw a glass factory? No, I wish I had more than one brain cell and could just, like, ask people, maybe? That would be nice.
Cheaper than the rest.
Ah, yes, I want that game about water, but make it set in drought season, please.
What's your problem?
Like, just take the theme of water, but remove some water. Then we good. I mean, the annoying thing is that this thing could definitely be a factory.
Door won't budge.
What's your problem?
So just slightly bit on fire then. That is a motel? What? No. That's nothing like what a motel should look like. I can duck my way in here, which is interesting. Can't break anything though. Ooh, fake wall! Excuse me, where am I? I'm just waiting for my mental health to recover so that I can stop seeing monstrosities. We should just water. Right, I kind of want to explore this even though there's absolutely no reason to. Just because I have no idea what this is or why it's here. Excuse me.
What a drop!
Well, he's running away now. Which is definitely a sane thing to do in this situation. Like, I wouldn't stay here either. I need to make some stuff. Mainly as much bullets as I can. I can't carry any more traps, and that's what that is. This is not a fake wall. It is a well-made game, except that you can't really interfere with shit happening on the streets. Right. Don't like particularly want to fall to my death. Not entirely on my to-do list today. Can I go anywhere from here? No! What even is this place and why does it exist? Suppose there is loot in it. God, this place is weird. Alright. Now I'm looking on a giant-ass glass factory, which I thought would actually, like, kinda stand out. And apparently I'm just going with everything like, is this a glass factory? It is made well, and it's also kind of scrambled. You can't have one without the other. That's the best of games in general. Very few games that will release that will be absolutely perfect. A lot of games that will find their audience, but won't be absolutely perfect. Like, a lot of these buildings just look like factories to me. Mind you, I would think that the factory would, like, stand out, but at the same time, it just looks like a whole-ass factory neighborhood. But a lot of these factories are, like, boat factories and not glass factories. Right, so that is an infected area. Doesn't mean that there wouldn't be a factory there. But I wouldn't want to inspect it before I know that there's definitely a factory. What? Games that are weird. What am I even... Through the looking glass. Wow. The sinking city. I just assumed that you get to find, like, tiny, cool games. Right, so I kind of found it, but I skipped a step, and that's the issue. I was supposed to figure out where it is before coming here, instead of coming here to wander to figure out where it is. This detective, like, takes a different path than I do. Okay, apparently I get to investigate it at the City Hall, question mark? City Hall is a thing? City Hall is a thing? Yeah, apparently City Hall. I did not realize that. Oh, we also have a... Okay, if something is marked with orange, you can probably do something in the facility, which makes sense, I suppose. I had literally no idea why we had a city hall.
Hey, knock it
Like, why would I ever visit a city hall? Libraries for the funky reason.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
Just wanted to say hi. I'm new in town.
Hello!
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
There is no line.
Get in line? I'm the only one here. Well,
Am I already in a
that
line?
means I'm first then. So, I can just go look up what I need.
Don't sass me, young man. Next time there could be a line here, and you'll get no special treatment.
But I love my special treatment.
Bye.
Hi. Bye. Enterprises. Salvation Harbor. There we go. Southern Salvation Harbor. I don't think that her job is very busy in general. Like, this doesn't really look all that busy to me. Southern Salvation Harbor. Skipper Road. Between Eel Street. Hampshire Street? What? So it puts it here? Maybe? It's like somewhere over the rainbow. I love fast travel points. Honestly, the map's pretty well laid out as well, but running all of that distance would just be... not something that I would like to do. Case in point, though, to everything looking like a friggin' Glassworks thing in here. Yeah, it would be like, hey sir, can I help you? I slapped that pure-ish not very accurately, just haphazardly, of it's like somewhere around here. Right, that would definitely be the place. Definitely saving. And, ah, yes. My favorite. The water DLC. So that one's gone. Now I'm running out of bullets and I don't like that. Okay, you're definitely not dead. You are still not dead. Would have given me XP if you died. Maybe you did. God damn it.
It looks like this workbench was used for making frames. It looks like this workbench was used for making frames.
Oh, what can you do when you're living in this kind of environment? He's just stuffing everything with gunpowder. We don't really want to run low on bullets if possible. Mainly because if we do and we hit...
The door won't...
A human face. Hold up, I'll unlock the door. I don't know who you are, but boy, am I glad to see a human face. What you doing here?
Maybe he's considering it. Woman with a mirror?
Looking for someone. An old woman with a mirror. Have you seen her?
Huh? Oh, I mean, yeah, there's old Bethany. She comes here pretty often. Brings us food, blankets. You know each other?
Not yet. I'd like to meet her, though. You know where she is?
Yeah. It ain't good news. Bethany was in the storeroom when the wild beasts came. She locked herself in. I got a spare key, but
there's a catch. Am I right?
Yeah. We wounded one of them, but he's too tough. He's right outside the storeroom. She can't get out. We gotta get in there. We'll starve without those supplies. I don't think we can take him, though. I hope Bethany's all right.
Okay.
Okay, I'll deal with it. See you soon.
That thing in the basement.
This used to be an okay place to live.
To be fair, it is fitting for this place.
Do all mirror makers look this shifty?
Got a better question. Do all mirror makers pose with a skull? You would think they would pose with a mirror. You know, considering that they make them. Right, so I have some traps. I have one gunpowder.
The door won't budge.
Now the door budges. Is that it? That can't be it. I dealt with those before. Those ain't that bad. See why? Yeah, that can't be it. That That is the last health point pack that I can craft. I'm so gonna oversave here. My blue bar is sanity.
The door won't budge.
And if you get plenty insane, then you start seeing those creatures and they can hurt you.
Budge.
Well, currently I can't complain. Right, so the thing in the basement. What basement? Clear the basement.
Some sort of treatment solution. It must be what they use to turn glass panes into mirrors.
Right.
The door won't budge.
She locked herself in there. Yeah, let's not drink like treatment solutions for mirrors. Good idea.
The door won't budge.
That is a wardrobe.
The door won't budge.
There's nothing else in this basement. Is that really what you meant by the thing in the basement?
I killed the monster.
That's what you meant by the thing in the basement.
I heard the ruckus from up here. Great job,
Yeah,
mister.
those are...
Here's the key. Take anything you need, and please make sure Bethany is all right.
Yeah, that's
I
just...
will. You can count on it.
That one's not hard. You can just run up to them and pummel them. It's the really big ones that you can't pummel. Right, so no Bethany. Warrant to enter and search the premises of Randall Glassworks, Salvation Harbor to 1. Investigate recurrent complaints of suspicious activity at night, and 2. Interrogate the suspect, Counter Randall. Never thought this city would surprise me, but Francis Throckmorton did just that, clearing the way for his preferred heir by getting rid of the other. The man honestly believes he did his son a favor by stuffing him in the Mirrorways. Didn't want to kill him, as if that's any worse than what he did. Me, I'm just happy to share what I know. Should Francis want to bring his son back, hopefully he can find the kid a new body to live in. Done with this wretched city. Time to move somewhere warmer. What? I'm sorry! What kind of magic?
His house. Randall's house. Hold on, Hammond. We're almost there.
Oh, lady, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's not good for sanity.
That's a thick book. Thick enough to be someone's life's work.
Yeah, no shit. Alright, that would be very hard to explain. Souls and minds faster than disembodied. To extract, you need a valid repository for it. Oh. That is the game! Cthulhu's in it. Okay, so we can tell what we found to Throgmorton, which we will. And we can also go to the police about the search there. Figure out the heck is going on here. Why was there a search baron? Actually, just before I leave, because it would be stupid to do so, just in case the guy upstairs knows something about the mirror. No, you don't. Okay. Glad I checked. Nope, that's the correct way. I'm just on my morning jog to my teleporty phone booth. Don't mind me. Jog, jog, jog. What is a trapped soul good if it doesn't have a vessel? That's my question. Let's go here first. God damn it, ear, don't itch. Oakmont keeps its mouth shut. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oakmont is steeped in tradition. I must not go. It's of utmost importance. Need to see. What was the search warrant about? Nope, wait, nope. We don't want to climb. We have documentation, Salvation Harbor. Encounter Randall. David Miles, Mirror Makers, Mail. Fled the city, last known location Oakmont, Mass. North and Old Grove, the corner. Disrupting. Okay. I mean, we're simply here because we can't sleep and we keep on having visions of this dredged place. So we're here on, officially, we're investigating everyone else's mess, but it's simply because we ourselves are going kooky. Ah. I need to ask him about his daddy. And see if he will speak. mean, that's how Cthulhu curses work. People go cray-cray over time. No.
I found a disturbing book, Mr. Throgmorton, on mirrors. It spoke of imprisoned souls. Now level with me. What is it you're after?
I suppose there's no point in being coy. I have learned that I once had a brother, Hammond. My father robbed me of him.
Did you have?
Hammond
Oh
is inside
God!
the mirror, trapped by sorcery. My father's doing. Why, I cannot guess. But he is a Throgmorton.
I just connected X's and O's, and this is disturbing.
Have a good day.
He has his son's body.
The mortician has touched him up well.
I don't know whether the vessel needs to be living or not. There is a body. North and Old Grove. That's Windhow and Goldbridge. It will be somewhere around here. Hey! We are making a Frankenstein monstery.
What's your problem?
To be fair, he doesn't have any heirs left. I actually would not oppose this. He has a dead son. His only son. That's at the age of 25, which would be a prime time for his son to, you know, make heirs for him and continue the family line. But his son is dead, and he has a brother who's trapped in the mirror, who was simply trapped in there because he had another brother, and the other brother was better for the father. So we seem to have a win-win situation here. If you can call that winning. So this is just a car. There are 4 houses here. Excuse me? Can I help you? I am hearing something. Okay, this is slightly disturbing because I can't actually tell where it is.
These have been here a while.
Francis Throgmorton, the city's darling scholar and adventurer, is once again the most eligible bachelor. The divorce court hearing took place this Tuesday. No press were allowed in the courtroom, but the results were made public immediately after the ruling. Bethany Throgmorton's deteriorating mental health was deemed a sufficient reason to terminate the couple's marriage. There has been enough mourning, said Francis while exiting the courtroom. Our son Hammond's death was a tragedy, but we must stay strong. It's a pity Bethany could not. You gonna get up or you good? Probably not gonna get up. Probably. I'm gonna bank on it. I'm gonna regret it later. Did I hear a death noise? Yes, I did. Good. Is there any reason why somebody blocked the fireplace? Is there reason to believe that somebody was gonna break in through the fireplace? Anything else in here? No. Oh yeah, I hate when I get assaulted by chimney sweep boys. Any of the walls are fake? No? Yes. I'm waiting here until my sanity comes back. I'm not dealing with imaginary tentacles. Oh. Oh. Jesus.
Life can be cruel. Would have made a better father proud. What the? No, my head. Damn it. I can't.
Alright, so that was fuckloads of sanity drain and it's still ongoing.
Hey! Hey, let me out!
Oh, wow! Right, so if our sanity drains too much, we will just shoot ourselves. Good to know! Like, my dude was just like, yep, let me just commit seppuku. Yeah, but not as pronounced. Like, it's close to his head, but not, like, directly on his head.
The biggest mirror exhibition in the history of Oakmont, including Master Randall's finest creations. His manor into a museum of vintage mirrors, collected over many decades.
Alcohol. A simple warding spell can be created through the application of a sympathetic magic to establish an accord that affects an entity. One must find a similar entity that has a powerful bond with the other. So like a mother and son, you mean?
Somebody's been doing their homework.
Is that person using her? I almost have a feeling that he was using her. Like, it didn't seem like it was the lady's idea. I am missing something. I don't particularly want to interact with that mirror again. That's a thing that I have not thought about. Right, no. If there's stock sounds, they get reused a lot. Vampire the Masquerade's whisper noise, if you're Malkavian, is reused in quite a few spots, so I couldn't stop hearing that. The same way as Harry Potter's drip
Somebody's
noises.
been doing their homework.
What am I missing?
Somebody's been doing their homework.
Really picked that up, I don't think. There is something that I do not have. What do I have? I have that. There is apparently a hidden room in here. That's the exit. Oh! There we go. Not looking. Not looking. No, need to shoot ourselves, not looking.
Where does one find a miniature coffin like this?
Good question. Oh, hi. Hello, Tear.
There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you.
Right. It's okay, we sometimes get the numbers the wrong way around.
I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way.
Whose body is that? Like, who died to make this happen?
These rites, they might buy me time.
Time to piece this one together.
I think this is one, then the...
These rites, they might buy
Then
me
the one on the
time.
first floor is 2.
There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you.
I think this is 3.
I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way.
Nope. Okay, 1.
I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way.
Then I will try 2 on the first floor. And then 3 on the ground floor.
These rites, they might buy me time. There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you.
Bethany set up some sort of barrier to buy time while she tries to free Hammond. I could remove it by destroying her ritual mirror.
Woo! That's definitely destroyed now.
These have been here a while.
Too bad I had to sacrifice a bullet.
Oh, no, no. You can't have him. I won't let you. You can't take the mirror. You hear me?
Bethany, calm down, please. I mean you no harm.
No, you won't take my child. Not again. I won't let you.
I do need it.
I'm sorry, but Robert's paying me to find that mirror. I can't go back without it.
No! Please, I'm so close. I found a way. I can pull him out, I'm sure of it.
What is your plan?
What do you mean to do then?
I can call Hammond back into his own body. Don't judge me. This may seem unnatural, but but we will be together. Everything is ready. I'm sure it will work. I only need to break the mirror to release him.
I can't go back empty-handed.
And I won't leave without my son.
I'm taking the mirror.
It's crazy, Bethany. Even if it worked, it wouldn't be right. I'm taking the mirror to Robert.
No, you can't. I won't let you.
Sorry. Woo! Thing is, I wish we were a better talker. I wish that because Robert wants the same thing. He wants to return the soul to a body. No matter what that body is. I'm kind of sour that I wasted 2 good bullets on her. Is that insensitive? So if we could have just said, hey look, we are gonna get him out. Just not here. It might have been better. But my guy did not even think of sharing that is an actual possibility, so she thought that we would take a mirror with a trapped soul inside of it. And just keep it, I suppose, which is... You can see why you wouldn't want that to happen. That is very cruel. I mean, and so is shooting her. Where does Mr. Throgmorton live? Here. I spared the 2 very high-level bullets for my gran, mind you. And she's not even a monster. I felt like that was a waste. Because once apparently I shot her in the shoulder. She was gonna open fire on me though.
I tracked down the mirror. Was that a chase?
Hello, Narva.
Excellent. Hand it over, please. You have rendered my family and its noble bloodline a great service, Mr. Reed. Here, your reward. Earned in full, I might add.
What will you do with it?
So, now you have the mirror. What's your plan?
To find Hammond a body fit for a true-born Throgmorton. Pongo Belly seems an appropriate choice.
What was an appropriate?
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
The mortician has touched him up well.
Well, something has been an appropriate choice, so there's that. Is that a fur coat? I didn't even notice. Yeah, that is a fur. I imagine that's just the design of the thing, which is kinda swag. But anyways, now that we have done a very long side quest, I'm gonna stop here for now. And I will be back the next week, which is by now like a day away. Woo! So, thank you for watching. Well, that was weird. I wish that we could have saved the grandma, but no way was I gonna leave the mirror behind. And see you next time. Toodaloo!